Hey everybody, this is Leslie and you're watching Midlife and Nailing It. If you could please hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. It helps my channel out so much. Today I have a recipe of the week video for you. Usually I post a food video every Monday, but decided to change things around this week because I'm participating in a Halloween collab hosted by Momma that's going up today, which is a Thursday. I'll put a link to her channel and the playlist in my description box below, so be sure to check both of those out. For anyone new to my channel, I also have my channel schedule listed in my description box as well. I post videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I have two very simple Halloween treat recipes for the kiddos today, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay guys, so FYI, as I'm filming this, my neighbor is doing hydro seed and the machines and stuff are super loud. So if you hear that in the background, I'm super sorry. Of course, I waited to the last minute to film this. Okay, so for this treat, all you're gonna need is some pie crust, store-bought, or you could make your own if you wanted to be fancy. But I just picked up some store-bought pie crust. I'm just using Kroger brand here. And then I grabbed the apple pie filling, a can of that. That's Kroger brand as well. I've got a little pumpkin cookie cutter. I picked this up at Kroger, but I've seen them everywhere this time of year. And then I have a little tiny knife here when I want to carve the face in my little jack-o'-lantern that I'll be making. I went ahead and covered a cookie sheet with aluminum foil. I'm going to go ahead and preheat my oven to 350 degrees and then I will show you the next step. Okay guys, so I unrolled my pie crust, and you guys, I think this is the worst pie crust I've ever purchased in my life. For real, it broke right apart. I don't know, I usually get Pillsbury, but I think they were out, and so they gave me Kroger. Maybe I just got a bad one, but I bought a couple boxes, so I'm sure I'll get enough out of what I've got here, and I can always piece it together, but it's not wanting to piece together very well like a Pillsbury crust does. So anyways, all that you're basically going to do is grab your cookie cutter and you just cut out your little pattern, and you want to cut out quite a few because you're going to sandwich them up. So I am doing that right now. Let me go ahead and do that, and I'll show you what comes next. I'm happy to report that the second crust came out perfectly, so I'm not sure what went on with that first one. So let me go ahead and cut some pumpkins. So as you can see, I got all my little pumpkins cut out, and I went ahead and paired them up. I'm gonna go ahead and take one per set and carve a little face in it, and then I will show you what that looks like. So I went ahead and did my little jack-o'-lantern faces in one of my cutout pie crust side. The other one you don't want to do it on, so it's just the one side. And then see them all, yay! I was able to get quite a lot out of the pie crust that I had, even though that first one I unrolled I was not very impressed with. So I'm going to go ahead now and open my apple pie filling, and I'm going to put enough in that it's full, but you want to leave enough room on the outside edges because I'm going to come in with a fork and seal up the edges, and I'll show you what that looks like in just a minute. Okay guys, so I'm just putting one apple slice per pumpkin. This one I'm putting a little more because that was small. And of course you could make your own apple pie filling if you'd like, but I just bought the store-bought apple pie filling for this, and it only took about a half of a can for this mini, just so you know, and I would make more, but I didn't buy enough pie crust for that. And so I'm gonna go ahead and get my jack-o'-lantern face part and put it on and seal it with a fork, and I'll show you what that looks like. So I'm just putting the tops on. Now I don't think you really want to smush the middle. You want to kind of make a dome around the middle, and it'll kind of cook down when it cooks. But I'm just coming through and getting my tops on, and then I'll grab my fork and come in and seal it. Okay guys, so as you can see, I'm just coming around, and you want to use your fork and you just press down so that it seals, because you don't want it oozing out the side. So I'm just going around so my pie will seal shut. Okay guys, so I've got them all sealed up. You could go ahead and throw them in the oven right now, but I think I'm gonna make an egg wash, brush it on, and sprinkle some sugar. So let me go ahead and do that, and I'll show you what it looks like. So all I did is beat up a couple of eggs just to make an egg wash. I might have only needed one, but I wasn't sure, so I did two. And then I'm gonna brush that on the face. I wanna be careful not to mix that too much in with the apple, and I'm just brushing that on. This will make your crust pretty, and I'm going to sprinkle on some sugar, maybe some cinnamon too. Kind of making this up as I go along. I definitely only needed one egg. I don't do a lot of baking, so I can't remember ratios like that. So I'm just coming through and sprinkling with sugar, and then I'm just coming through with some cinnamon. Okay guys, so my little pumpkin friends are ready to go in the oven. I preheated my oven at 350, and I'm going to put them in for about 15 minutes. Okay guys, so I pulled my little pumpkin friends out of the oven. I did cook them for 6 minutes longer than the 15 minutes it called for. So I guess after 15 minutes, just kind of watch yours. And yeah, mine had to go. I did it 2 minutes at a time, and I ended up cooking them 6 minutes longer. Okay guys, so this recipe is super simple. You just want some kind of a hot dog or sausage. It doesn't matter what kind. I've got Kogel Viennas here. And then you're gonna need a knife. You're gonna need some crescent rolls. You can use a knife for the part with the crescent rolls, but I've got a pizza cutter because it's a lot easier. And then you just need some kind of cookie sheet. Okay guys, so you're gonna make like a little person out of this hot dog. So you see how you wanna leave about, I don't know, about this much for a head. And you're gonna make some legs for this guy. And then you're gonna come up and make some arms. When you do this part, make sure that when you come to do the other side, that you don't meet this other part, or you'll cut your hot dog kind of in half, if that makes sense. Uh-oh, he lost some of his arm, but he's fine. And so see how I've got 2 arms and 2 legs here? That's all that you're gonna do. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this for all of my hot dogs. So I went ahead and cut strips into 1 package of crescent rolls. I'm not sure if I'll need the second one, but I have it in case I need it. Okay guys, see how I'm wrapping him up? So I just wanna like keep doing that. Leave a little space for 2 little eyes, because you're gonna make your little eyes out of either mustard or ketchup when you are done. Okay guys, I got one of my little guys done. I'm just gonna transfer him to my little cookie sheet here, and I'm gonna go ahead and make the rest, and I'll show you what they all look like when I'm done. Okay guys, and I think I forgot to say that you need to preheat your oven for these at 375. And anyways, my little guys are ready to go into the oven, my little mummies. And they will cook for, I don't know, to 13 to 15 minutes. Just keep your eye on them. Everybody's oven's different, so it should be about that long. I'm gonna go ahead and get them in, and I'll show you what they look like when they're finished. Okay guys, so I just pulled my little mummies out of the oven. I did cook them for 15 minutes total. I'm gonna go ahead and add their little eyes on and put them on a plate, and I will show you what they look like plated up. Here are my little mummies all plated up. I'm gonna go ahead and add them to my table. We're gonna have these along with those jack-o'-lantern apple pies that I made for our lunch today. And then I made some fruit salad earlier, so I'll show you what all that looks like plated up. So here's my lunch spread. I'm gonna go ahead and give this to my family for lunch today. But of course, these would be great for right on Halloween, or if you were having a little tiny get-together, since we're still in the pandemic. And then here are my little jack-o'-lantern pumpkins They turned out so cute. So we cannot wait to dig in here. We're going to go ahead and have lunch. Before signing off here today, I just wanted to mention that last week I put out a healthy Halloween snack video. I did 6 snack ideas for kids. If you want to check that out, I'll put a link in my description box below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.